Okay, this is Tuesday the 7th, 2023, and it's March. And right now it's 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Late video because my power has been off since 7 o'clock this morning. I was actually making a video at that time and then the power went off. So power's back on. I still got to trade because I still have my laptop and I've got my phone. So, and I had internet because I have a hotspot on my phone, so not a problem there. Anyway, market actually was here yesterday, and then this morning it did this big drop. I think the Dow was down over 500 points. And then the ES was down around 60 points. So that's a pretty good drop. I think a while ago I kind of compared this move here with this move right here. And I'll show you a chart on that in a moment. So anyway, we talked about last week the market coming down, possibly coming down to this point before it was going to retrace, and it didn't make it that far, and it retraced, and it came up quite a bit. At this point here, I knew this market had no place to go but go down. It was just going to start. I mean, we're still in a bear market, and so that was just my feeling on it. Anyway, I had purchased some more put options up in here, and you know the market went down. On I did day trade also, and I'll show that in the day trading chart, which day trading video how I did that. So anyway, so the market's here. Let's go into a 4-hour chart. You can see how market started and just came down, and in the second half of the day it dropped down again. Wait a minute. Let's see here. All right, so this is Dow. So Dow Jones still in this box here in this balance area, and of course last week came down and bounced here and then came right back up, and now it's on its way back down again. So it seems like it's down this area. So it'd be really nice to break down in this area like I talked about last week. Once it's down into this area, it's probably going to do a nice little free fall. I was watching the Russell too. Now the Russell actually yesterday, you can't see it here, but yesterday it did a it started to come down before the other markets, and let's see. All right, this is a daily chart. So it started to drop down yesterday into this, but it was coming down really fast compared to the Dow and the Nasdaq and the ES. And when I saw that, I had my alert set. I knew at that point this market was just going to keep going, and I did set it in my day trade today too, and I'll explain that in the day trade video. But anyway, that helps me determine that's like kind of my indicator on where this market's going. You know, this is a downtrend here within the bigger picture downtrend. So you know, of course, you have these little bull runs in a bear market, and that's what this thing did. It came up here and it came back, and now it's here. So I'm assuming by tomorrow we're going to drop down again. So we usually have about 2 days, 3 days of a drop down before a sizable correction. So if you want to compare this with this move here, how this market came down and came up and corrected, and it dropped down, the next day it dropped down again, next day it dropped down again, and just kept going for several days before it corrected. And then this thing kept going down too. Didn't correct for a long time. Came all the way down to here and finally did a little correction right here. So it's possible that's where this thing is going, because I'm assuming the market's going to come down and hit this point, and the next stop would be down here. When is that going to happen? It could happen it could happen this week, actually, if it's anything like this. So what I did is I got a chart and I took a piece of this right here and I kind of pasted onto this part right here. So I'll show you here. And it looks like this. And so this right here is this here. This up here is this up here. And so when the market came down, it came up. So that would be equivalent to maybe this, and then this comes down here and makes a pretty sizable retracement. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, but somewhere around April, it was already down at the bottom, which is right here. And so that's what I'm kind of guessing where the market's going to wind up. And it's going to fit into the timeline of how these markets are, how these corrections are spaced. The space between here and here, the space between here and the space between there, kind of coincides with the way the market's going. So I would assume this market would just keep on coming down, probably hit this support before we have another correction. And that all might happen this week too. So again, this is a chart I did. I just did this for fun. I don't like to really predict where the market's going, but I just thought this was a pretty good correlation to how this market played out right here. And so it's possible it can happen that way here. So that's for your longer term traders. So anyway, like I said, I did buy some put options in here yesterday, because that was just such an ideal place to trade. So when I day trade, I trade the spiders right here. And if you saw my video yesterday, I had this this box here where I said I see an opportunity. It was just a huge opportunity. I just saw this thing just coming down, so that's why I bought these things, and I put this in here, and that was on yesterday's video in day trading. So that was a good trade right there. I'm staying with that because these are April options coming down, and then in my video I'm going to do later on, which is the day trade, I'll show you how I bought the options going down. And yeah, so that's going to be for that video. But anyway, for today's video, this is what I expect to happen. Market to continue down. Now, there is a chance it could come up and we can go back and continue this little bull run here. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's going to continue down. I have my money on it going down, and so that's where it's at. Okay, so we'll see what's going to happen tomorrow, and I'll talk to you then, but you already know what my positions are, and I feel pretty good about getting into a position here again, and I feel good about my day trade I did today. So that's in the next video for day trading. Okay, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.